Now, if you're honest about it, the old Vauxhall Vectra was desperately dull, but the new Insignia, I think this is quite a good-looking car.
Do you know what? I think that's a sexy Vauxhall.
I won't go that. I won't go that far.
Yeah, fair play. It is one of probably the most desirable Vauxhall Saloons we've seen in some time, but do you think it's as good as a Mondeo?
I think it's better looking than a Mondeo. I mean, the thing is, people who buy these or are given these by their company are actually wanting a 3 Series or an A4. You know, they're aspiring to that kind of, you know, premium brand, and this gives them a lot of that quality feel for, you know, with a mainstream badge and for a mainstream price.
Yeah, I mean, the interior is great. It's got some really nice details on it.
Yeah, but considering it is such a big car, the rear passenger space is pretty tight.
Particularly compared to Mondeo. I guess it's a bit like Jaguar's XF, that if you've got a great looking car, you have to compromise somewhere.
My favourite one's actually that new Sport Tourer for an estate. I think that's a great looking car.
You've just been touched by those wheels though.
A little bit, yeah.
I think the petrol engines are going to suffer a little bit because their emissions are pretty high, so we're probably to say if you stick with a 2-litre diesel, you've got a pretty safe bet there.
Yeah, and I think the residual values aren't going to be as bad as the old Vectra because it's more desirable. Yeah, it may not ultimately be quite as good to drive as a Mondeo, but a bit like the Astra and Focus, this is the more comfortable option.